How are you, mathematicians? I hope you are well wherever you are. As for me, I'm doing well. In today's video lesson, we are going to look at multiplication of directed numbers. For you to be able to excel in this lesson, you should first be able to multiply ordinary numbers. So you should be able to deal with your multiplication tables. Then there is a set of rules that we are going to look at before we start. Here are the rules that you should be able to apply when multiplying directed numbers. The first rule is when you have a positive number multiplied by a positive number, the result that you get will be positive. Then if you have a negative number multiplied by a negative number, the result that you will get is a positive result. If you have a negative number multiplied by a positive number, the result that you are going to get will be negative. If it's a positive number multiplied by a negative number, you are going to get a negative result. Remember this trick, that if the signs are the same, so you can pronounce this as sum signs. If the signs are the sum signs, the answer will be positive. Remember, in mathematics, this word sum is associated with positive. So you can pronounce this as sum signs. If the signs are the same, we get a positive result. Then if we have different signs, I have highlighted this n in different. You can say this is our negative. This is just a trick to help you to remember this, guys, since these rules are very important. So if the signs are different, the result will be negative. Remember this trick, guys. If the signs are different, the result will be negative. So let's put all this knowledge into good use. Let's now attempt some examples together. The first example that we are going to attempt is this one. We have positive 2 multiplied by positive 3. So remember from our rules, a positive number multiplied by a positive number, the result will be positive. So let's first multiply as we usually do. 2 multiplied by 3, the answer is definitely 6. Then, including the signs, here are the same signs that I'm talking about. By same signs, this is what I'm referring to. You can see that we have a positive sign here and we have a positive sign here. So this is what I meant by the signs being the same. If the signs are the same, remember the answer will be positive. So after multiplying 2 by 3, getting 6, then the sign will be positive. So you can simply leave it as 6. Remember 6, just writing 6 is the same as saying positive 6. Let's look at part B. In part B, we have positive 10 multiplied by negative 3. First, let's apply ordinary multiplication. 10 multiplied by 3, the answer is 30. Then we now have to include the sign. Since we are dealing with directed numbers, we have a positive multiplied by a negative. Here is the rule to multiply to use here. A positive number multiplied by a negative number, the result will definitely be negative. Remember, different signs, negative. Different signs, negative. So here we are going to get a negative 30. Negative 30, 10 by 3, 30, then the sign being negative. Let's look at the third example together. I hope we are still together, guys. 2 multiplied by 9, that's the first step. You have to multiply these numbers first. Then you have to find out the sign that you are going to put in the answer after doing that. 2 multiplied by 9, the answer is 18. That's very simple, guys, 18. Then let's now include the sign. we have a negative multiplied by a positive, a negative multiplied by a positive. Here the signs are different, so we are going to get a negative answer. I hope you can see that. So our sign is negative. The final answer is negative 18. Let's look at example D. In example D, we have a negative sign here. The sign are the same. By the sign being the same, remember what I mean. Here we have a negative sign, and here we have a negative sign. So these are the same. By being the same, remember our trick, same sum. So the answer will definitely be positive. 7 multiplied by 3, we get what? 21. I'm sure you can tell. You can find out that answer easily. 21. Now, considering the sign, negative multiplied by a negative, let's look at it here on our list of rules. A negative multiplied by a negative, the result is positive. So our final answer is 21, positive 21, or you can simply leave it as 21. I hope we are still together. Let's look at part E. In part E, we have a quite complicated one, but we are going to simplify it for you guys. Let's get started. Negative 3 multiplied by a positive 4 multiplied by negative 2. So to make your life simpler, you have to take it a bit by bit, step by step. So let's first deal with this part here. Negative 3 multiplied by positive 4. Let's first multiply the numerals. 3 by 3. What do we 3 by 4 rather, sorry. 3 by 4, we get 12. Then the sign, we have a negative multiplied by a positive. These are different. Remember, different, negative. So we are going to get a negative result here. So we now have negative 12. Then don't forget this part. Negative 12 multiplied by negative 2. Let's now multiply this. 12 multiplied by 2. The answer is definitely 24 here. Then a negative multiplied by a negative. Remember, same sum, right? If they are the same, the answer will be positive. So we can simply leave it as 24. So the final answer is 24. Don't forget these rules, guys. Don't forget these rules. They are very important for you to be able to multiply directed numbers. Let's look at the final example of the day. Then we can call it a day. Negative 5 squared. Remember, when we have this 2 here, squared, this is simply means that this number multiplied by itself. So negative 5 is the same as saying negative 5 squared is the same as saying negative 5 squared multiplied by negative 5. Remember, a squared from our algebra is the same as saying a multiplied by a. I hope you can still remember this, guys. This is very important. Now we have negative 5 multiplied by negative 5. But first, let's multiply the numbers. 5 multiplied by 5, that's 25. Then, considering the sign of the answer here, the final sign, negative multiplied by negative. Let's look at the rule here. The rule is here, negative multiplied by negative. The final result will be positive. Also, same signs, sum. So this is positive. Don't forget the trick. It will help you. So the final answer is 25. Or you can put positive 25, but leaving it as 25 is neat. And this is a better answer, right? Remember, just a point to take home, positive 25 is the same as simply saying 25. But if the answer is negative, you have to include the negative sign, because a negative number and a positive number, negative 5 and a positive 5, remember these are, and 5, let's put it here, remember these are two different numbers. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope this was helpful to you. Remember, continue revising and you are definitely going to pass. Thank you very much. Subscribe, share these videos if they are helpful to you. See you in the next video where we are going to deal with division of direct numbers. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.